I'm trying to discern between whether they don't want to do it or can't do it. Interesting though how something could be socially mediated with attention in the moment when it occurred, what you're saying, and then later it shifts to automatic reinforcement because you want to have covert actions and think about it because it's reinforcing. That's interesting. The one thing I've been able to, over the years, confirm and rule out is almost all the time when behavior is observed for long periods of time, unobtrusively, through camera or through one-way mirror, without any session breaks, and it continues, it's almost always got the automatic function. Not all the time, but anytime I'm not sure about something, I would extend the session longer or observe many, many times without the learner knowing I'm observing, and then it shows its automatic reinforcement. Yep.
We know that from research and literature, errors beget errors, right? That's something that everyone says.
What is it? I don't even know what that means.
Errors beget errors. So like if you
I'm nodding like I do.
Yeah.
I don't know what baguette means. Yeah, well, I thought it was a piece of bread. Is that Italian? A baguette?
It's biscotti. It's because I'm biscotti. Once you make an error, you're more likely to make that error again.
Baguette means that?
Beget.
Well, that same error or another error?
If something is begotten,
same one.
It is likely to recur, likely to occur again. So errors beget errors. If you make an error, you're likely to make more errors, right? So that one error is likely to snowball into more errors. But also, what I think that speaks to is that behavior begets similar behavior, right? So in some way, familiar behavior you've already engaged with, is automatically reinforcing, in that I would describe it as a comfort. It's familiar. I like creatures of habit, right? You do the things that you do because that's how you do it and you like it that way.
So if it's a performance deficit, that means that the learner has the repertoire, they can perform the skill, but they might need a particular reinforcer to perform that skill. So this is where the reinforcement assessment comes in, and we really have to tease out what quantity or quality of reinforcer will yield that response that we desire.
Yep.
Time will tell, is it a can't versus a won't?
I literally, every moment of every day, that's kind of what I'm doing with employees. I'm trying to discern between whether they don't want to do it or can't do it, because I'm totally cool with they can't do it. But after I've exhausted, I'm still responsible if they won't do it, but it's not always easy. People are really good at creating excuses, making it look like they can't do it. What was that phrase one time? I can't want to, I can't just, I just, yeah, yeah. He said, I just can't not want, what is it? I can't want to. I just can't. I can't want it to do it. You can't make me.
So being able to tease these things out is challenging. To me, it's the most challenging as a practitioner, is finding functional reinforcers that I can use in a center-based setting or even in the community. It is challenging, but sometimes we can capitalize on a desire to complete a ritual, things that might not be what we consider functional.
Did a baguette following directions? What I typically do on a different, not with a learner, but with an employee or my son or my daughter or anyone for that matter, if I can't determine what it is and I think it's motivation, I just require them to self-monitor and report it out, even if there's plenty of errors. Because if they forget to report it out, it means they really don't care. It's motivation. Because if they can at least report out a portion of it, or maybe it's not in their repertoire, but they reported out the attempt, then you know they didn't forget. But if they forget, if they won't send you a text message that they did or did not do it, like I know Jason forgot until just now. I'm just kidding. No, but there was like new initiatives. I usually find that it's usually not about them not being able to do it. And if they text me the information that they did it, then I'm sure that they remembered to do it. If they don't text me but do the task, it doesn't count. I'm just like, well, it doesn't count. Like for chores, for Justin, I'm like, because I knew the fact that he had to set an alarm every day and send me a text that he did his chores made him more likely to do his chores because of the self-monitoring and the report out. And because I took baseline data on Justin, he just wasn't doing his chores. It required constant reminder. But then when he realized that he had to report out that he did his chores and in detail the 5 things, you know, he was more likely to do them, and now they happen 100% of the time. So I just wonder, I mean, it's a different level of abilities, but I wonder if sometimes you can rule it out by someone just having to report something to you.